This is Marcus No, that's not Marcus Garvey. This is Marcus Garvey, and he was born August 17, 1887. He was one of 11 siblings, but only he and his sister, Indiana, survived to maturity. In 1910, Garvey left Jamaica and began traveling throughout the Central America region. He moved to Costa Rica, where he worked on a banana plantation. Garvey lived in London from 1912 to 1914, where he attended Birkbeck. Garvey became convinced that uniting African Americans was the only way to improve their conditions. He founded the UNIA in August 1914 to try to unite all of Africa. On May 9, 1916, he gave his first public lecture in New York City. On July 2nd, the East St. Louis riots broke out. On July 8th, Garvey gave a speech and declared that the riot was one of the bloodiest outrages against mankind. Garvey's next goal was to improve the conditions of African Americans. In 1918, the Negro World newspaper became published, and Garvey worked there as an editor without pay. While sitting in his office one day, Garvey received a visit from George Tyler, who pulled out a gun and shot him twice, wounding his right leg and scalp. Garvey was put in the hospital, and Tyler went to prison. The next day, Tyler committed suicide. By August 1920, the UNIA had 4 million members. That same month, the UNIA held its international convention with delegates from all over the world, just to hear Garvey speak. Garvey recognized the influence of the KKK in early 1922, so he went to Atlanta, Georgia for a conference with KKK imperial giant Edward Young. In September 1929, Garvey founded the People's Political Party, Jamaica's first modern political party, which focused on workers' rights, education, and aid to the poor. Marcus Garvey greatly influenced the Rastafari movement, as many Rastafarians viewed him as a prophet. This was partly because of the phrase he would state most often at speeches,
"Look to Africa when a black king shall be crowned."
On June 10, 1940, Garvey died from 2 strokes after reading a mistaken obituary of himself in the newspaper.
The end.